Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Welcome back. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
Together, we're Backyard Musings, the science and technology channel.
Yep, and we are talking about a great story this morning. This is has to do with health, and we all love to feel better and have good health. So this one could be right under our nose, right?
It could be.
Yep.
Scientists studying an existing blood pressure drug called hydralazine accidentally discovered that it could potentially fight cancer. Hydralazine has been used to treat high blood pressure since the 1950s, but until now, it's been unclear exactly how it works. That is scary. Would you like to know more?
Quote, it came from a pre-target era of drug discovery when researchers relied on what they saw in patients first and only later tried to explain the biology behind it. This is from Kayosuke Shikakura, a physician scientist at the University of Pennsylvania who was involved in the study. He said this in a press release from the university. So
Shishikura and a wider research team uncovered that hydralazine directly targets a small but crucial enzyme called 2-aminoethanethiol. Yeah,
ADO. Let's just call it ADO.
aminoethanethiol. Dioxygenase.
Genase.
Yeah. We're going to call it ADO.
Yeah.
This enzyme acts like a cellular oxygen sensor, helping cells survive when oxygen levels are low. This can help enable fast-growing tumors like glioblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer that resists treatment and almost always comes back. Hydralazine has been around since the 50s and is traditionally used to treat high blood pressure, but researchers didn't understand exactly how it worked before now. In fast-growing cancers like glioblastoma, the tumor cells multiply so quickly that their blood supply can't keep up. That means parts of the tumor don't get enough oxygen.
Typical cells die in low oxygen environments, but tumor cells switch on the special survival systems that help keep them dividing even when oxygen is scarce. One of those systems involves the ADO enzyme, studies show. Quote, ADO is like an alarm bell that rings the moment oxygen starts to fail. That's according to Megan Matthews, an assistant professor in Penn's Department of Chemistry and a researcher in the study, stated in the same press release.
The team used several advanced techniques, including X-ray crystallography, which analyzes the structure of molecules, to determine how hydralazine binds to HDO. They discovered that hydralazine silences that alarm by binding to ADO and making it stop working. This shut down the cell oxygen response system and, in the case of cancer cells, forces them to stop dividing.
Excuse me. To test this discovery, the team treated human glioblastoma cells with hydralazine in the lab. After 3 days, they discovered that the cells had stopped multiplying and become larger and flatter. I'm going to assume that that's a good thing. The cells had entered a kind of permanent sleep mode known as senescence. Senescence, the researchers noted. Okay.
I got to look that word up. That might be the word of the day, senescence. While the drug didn't kill the cells outright, it took away their ability to grow and spread. That's a huge step forward in controlling cancers like glioblastoma, which are extremely difficult to treat and often return even after surgery and chemotherapy, according to Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. While other cells die when deprived of oxygen, cancer cells continue to adapt and grow due to the ADO enzyme.
Because hydralazine is already FDA approved, researchers hope it could be repurposed for cancer therapy much faster than a brand new drug. The experiments so far have only been done with cell cultures, not yet in animals or humans. The researchers noted. Excuse me. The next step will be to test whether ADO can be blocked safely and effectively in living systems.
The press release emphasizes that discovery is only a starting point for drug repurposing, not yet a clinical treatment. as Matthew said, understanding how hydralazine works at the molecular level offers a path towards safer, more selective treatments. Now, I take high blood pressure medicine. Do you, Scott?
No.
I might ask my doctor, what's up with hydralazine? Can I take that? And so to be preventative, so that I don't get cancer anywhere in my body.
Well, yeah. You mean, so in other words, you're not taking this right now. You're taking something else.
I'm taking something else. But sounds like this drug, I can double tap. I can prevent any cancer from going and lower my blood pressure.
Possibly.
I'm gonna ask my doctor.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely a promising story. So,
and I'll let you know, folks. I'll give you an update.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
So, take care, everyone. Thanks. We'll see you this afternoon.